I grew up all my life glued to the computer. When I first started talking, I was already browsing through my uncle's computer, switching between games. By the time I was 10, I was taking over my family's MSN accounts and making them send each other awkward messages. I was 10 at the time, so the messages were stuff like, "I hate you," or "Give me back my Power Ranger." As you could imagine, I had no friends growing up. I was bullied and pushed around a lot. I'm autistic, so I guess that was the reason. I don't know. Nor will I ever. My old man kept telling me that I had to stand up for myself, that I had to show them I wasn't afraid. Truth is, I couldn't fight back. I tried, but my punches were weak and kicks would tickle. Spent the best part of 6 years thinking the only way I could fight back was by physically fighting them. Little did I know that the world I grew up in, the virtual world, was about to become the second life for everyone. From here on, my mistakes started to pile up. I was 16, everyone was using Facebook, Twitter, whatever was popular. People flocked to it. I had a main bully, as you could say, Brock. Brock was the definition of an asshole. I guess it made what I did to him easier to live with. Brock loved to brag. His girlfriend was hot. His figure was fit, and he was amazing at sports. His only downside was that he was dumb as shit, and he hated anyone who excelled academically. Surprise, surprise, I was a smartass. I was incredibly good at solving problems. I guess that was the upside to my autism. He hated that and proceeded to make my life a living hell. I tried fighting back again, began using my weak body, forgetting my strongest weapon was my mind. One day, I was browsing Facebook and found Brock as a suggested friend. He was in my world, and suddenly, something clicked. I created a burn account, jazzed it up and made it look legit. I added Brock as a friend and proceeded to find out as much as I could about him. I found his girlfriend and added her too. I sent Brock an email from Facebook claiming his account had been compromised and to download a PDF file with all of our security measures updated. Of course, to keep his account, he downloaded the document. Fool. I had access to his laptop and proceeded to find out everything that there was to know about him. I knew so much that at any point in time I could tell you where he was, what he was doing, and who he was doing it with. I had his laptop camera send me images every so often to know what he was up to. When his girlfriend came over, I was ready. I booted up my online dating application and started sending messages to Brock. "Hey baby, can't wait to see you tomorrow. Last week was a blast." I won't be going into so much detail, but due to the fact that I knew what he was up to, it was easy to convince his girlfriend that his online babe was real. I didn't stop there. I downloaded on his laptop as much gay porn as I could find at a time where homosexuality wasn't as accepted as it is today. You can imagine how his parents reacted to his fun drive. He didn't come back to school since then. My guess is that he moved out of town. I don't know. I didn't care to look anymore. To me, that was a small victory, and I relished in it. Now, I wish I'd stopped there. Oh God, I wish I stopped there. But I was addicted. That feeling of justice served by my hands was one I loved and wanted more. So I targeted criminals, the type that used the dark web to hide and spread their filth. For 4 years straight, I was a pain in their asses. Pedophiles, rapists, heavy drug dealers, you name it. If they were online, I was making their lives a living hell. I thought I was being smart. I thought I was hiding myself pretty well, but fuck, man. Something was following me every step of the way, and it would soon tell me. I woke up one morning as any normal day, made eggs, toast for breakfast with a glass of orange juice, booted up my desktop and browsed Reddit. The usual was on. Guys complaining that something was overpowered, something was underpowered, the game designers weren't listening, the usual morning chuckle. And then I heard a ping, the Facebook Messenger notification sound. It's funny, I didn't open Facebook yet. Maybe I did and forgot. Wouldn't make sense as I rarely open Facebook. It was odd, but not enough to sound off any major alarms. A message from someone I don't know. "Hey Danny, what's the weather like in Japan?" What the fuck? The weather in Japan. I'm on the other side of the world. The name read James Puckerson. On my other monitor, I started going through his profile, trying to find any mutual friends, someone I met in a party or something. I responded with, "Sunny, I hope. Anyone who knows me knows I hate the rain." And I keep looking, but nothing interesting pops up. James replies, "Oh, a funny guy. Tell me, Danny, do you enjoy playing games?" At this point, I think he's referring to video games. "Yeah, dude. What did you have in mind? League of Legends? Dota? I don't mind." "I don't mean one of those childish games. I mean a real game. You know, the type that involves putting one's life on the line." I let out a chuckle. Someone probably hacked my Facebook account, added this weird-ass account, and is now trolling me. "This isn't a joke, Danny. I take these games extremely seriously." "Okay, what?" How did he know I left? Did he guess? There's no way he can see me. My camera isn't even plugged in, and how could he have gotten into my apartment? My Facebook profile had a fake address on it, and I never used my real address for anything. Not even Amazon or eBay. This has to be a joke. I wrote, "Sure, dude, I'm bored as fuck anyway." I was trying to buy time, find out where this son of a bitch was. I scoured everywhere, trying to find any small clue to latch onto. Found something, kept going, and looked into it more, eventually leading up to an address. When I looked at the address, I froze. I could feel my blood draining from my face. It was my address. I was the only one living there, but somehow this asshole was using my address as a cover. Another message. "I see you've gone extremely pale, Danny. What's the matter? Don't believe in ghosts?" I couldn't move. This guy could see me. He knew every move I was making. I didn't know what to do. Do I run away and burn everything down? Fry my hard drives and shred my motherboard? What the fuck is going on? Ring, ring, Danny. Ring, ring. My phone starts to ring, but it isn't James. The caller ID read, "Mom." I pick up. I hesitate to speak. I can't show my mom I'm afraid of something. She'd worry. I try to act cool. "Hey, Mom. Everything all right?" What I heard next made me drop my phone in horror. It made me realize this shit was real and it wasn't a joke. A voice, obviously modulated to hide the identity of the caller, but the threat was real, and I knew who it was.
"Hey, Danny. What's the weather like in Japan?"